One of the things I do on Mondays is react to the reactions and then let you react to the reactions. There is no bigger reaction day than the day after a Super Bowl. It is a day of nonstop public opinion chum in the water. There's nothing on American display. I call it Disney World for adults and media. It's all there for you to consume and react to. So we will react to the reactions. I like to react, as you know, with no feelings, no agenda, just as cold-hearted as possible. And when people get over their skis, I like to respond with reality. That's why I, every Monday, call this overreactions versus reality. This day would be overreactions on steroids, but it's overreactions versus reality. Overreaction. The Eagles will have to ride Saquon Barkley to win. Reality. Over and over again. Call me an old guy that just doesn't get it. Do whatever you would like. But over and over again, the reality is great defense beats great offense every time. Every single time defense beats offense. It's not even close in this particular case. Had somebody said, imagine any point prior to, 7 minutes into the Super Bowl, that Saquon Barkley, arguably he won the Offensive Player of the Year award, arguably the best offensive player this year and the best running back of at least a decade or so, if not longer. Had somebody said Saquon Barkley would have 31 yards on 12 carries at the half, the answer would be Kansas City is running away from them. You saw it firsthand. The reason is simple. Defense wrecks offense. I tell people all the time, football is not ever complicated. It's a one-on-one sport. And Kansas City had 23 yards at the half. They had 1 first down. It didn't even feel like they played in the game. It was game over, 24-zip at the half, and at one point it was a painful, and I mean a brutal beatdown of 40-6. Philly had 6 sacks and pressured Patrick Mahomes 16 times. Yes, it's one of the worst, if not the worst, performance of his career, but that's not the story. He never had a chance. All people want to do is talk about him, and as if he screwed everything up. His team got mauled. The dudes in front of him were wrecked. You see how simple the game is? Beat the guy in front of you. Philly had a 4-man rush. It's all they ever had to do because they didn't have to do anything more. They destroyed Kansas City up front. It didn't matter if it was Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Bart Starr, or any number of guys. They got destroyed up front. Game over. Not even close. Reality. This Eagles team, you don't think it now. I'm not even sure when you would start to think this, but they are going to go down and should go down. And they're backed up by statistics on this as one of the best teams ever. And that is backed up by numbers. Had there not been some garbage touchdowns, they would be near the top of a pretty elite group of teams in your lifetime. The Eagles outscored their opponents in the conference championship and Super Bowl by 50 points. That is the third highest differential since 1970. That includes the 89 49ers that were plus 72. That includes the, get this, 85 Bears. Easily the best defense, one of the 2 best defenses of all time, of which you're now going to have to put the Eagles in that category. The 85 Bears, they were at plus 60. The Eagles at plus 50. Action. Jalen Hurts will have to manage a game. He's a game manager and the second best quarterback on the field. Reality. He's now outplayed Patrick Mahomes twice. People forget when the Chiefs beat the Eagles the last time, Jalen Hurts was the best player on the field. Jalen Hurts was the best quarterback on the field that day. On the 2 Super Bowls they've met, he's been off the charts great. He's under control. He's accurate. He's fast. Faster than, of course, we ever realized. The MVP should have gone to the Eagles' front 4. They won the game because of that. But Jalen Hurts was great too. He had an easy, and I think it felt and looked very easy, 221 yards, and even easier, and it looked really easy, 72 yards rushing. The guy had 5 incompletions. That's it. That's it. We always talk about, well, the big games, the lights are the brightest. The guy has proven himself among the elite. No, I'm not going to say he's, you could stick Joe Burrow with this team and they win the same way. You could stick Mahomes with this team, they win the same way. Granted. But he's among the elite. He should have been the MVP the last time he was in the Super Bowl, but they lost. Reality. Let's see if you agree with this. Let's get into the stuff you really care about, not the nerdy football stuff. Reality. It was a day of feelings and flag waving. And I don't think any of it worked very well for Fox. Both were overdone. Both seemed forced. That's the feelings, and there were a lot of feelings. Every 30 seconds, you got to feel something. We got to talk about some tragedy, and then we got to wave some flags too. It seemed forced. I thought the whole day, and you're going to laugh at me when I tell you the one thing I didn't think was clunky and forced and overdone and plastic and just meh. The one thing I thought was actually pretty good is the one thing middle-aged white America hated. But that whole day was just feelings and flag waving. That's what I saw. The walking down, and I know this is uncool for me to attack the feelings and the flag waving, but the walk down, I assume down Bourbon Street, in a silly-looking sign of solidarity with Michael Strahan on the voiceover, was overly dramatic. I mean, it ended with them swaying back and forth to Lady Gaga. Look, I'm sorry. I'm not saying that there's not solidarity in New Orleans after a horrible attack. All that stuff is true. But we really needed to be sold that by a swaying Terry Bradshaw, a swaying Tom Brady, a swaying Sean Payton, a swaying Howie Long. Really? That worked on you? I thought it looked stupid. And as the whole day went, felt incredibly forced. Overreaction. The halftime show sucked, says white guys. Yeah. Come on, Jeff. The halftime show sucked. Reality. My reality. This one's a matter of opinion. I get it. Totally matter of opinion. The halftime show sucked, says Fox News viewers and older white people. Gen X hated it. Yeah, we hated it. Oh, man, this is stupid. Where's Coldplay? Huh? It sucked, Jeff. Don't tell me you're about to say it didn't suck. I'm about to tell you. I thought it was kind of the best thing of the day. It was the one thing I thought that was a pretty good production. It was the one thing I thought that didn't feel overly forced. It was the one thing I thought was actually pretty natural and flowed pretty well. The rest of the day was just, I felt like I was watching a soap opera, a Fox soap opera. Just stiff people everywhere. I kind of liked it. And I'm a white Rolling Stones fan. I thought it was pretty good. No, I'm not downloading a bunch of Kendrick Lamar today. But when I put it up against the entire day of feelings and flag waving that felt forced and fake, I thought it stood out as one of the best production moments of the day, whether I'm into the music or not. I know, Gen Xers, you suck too, Ward. You're making that up. Okay, well, shut your face. I'm not making it up. I thought the whole day was terrible. The game was terrible. The halftime show, I thought was actually pretty good. I did. I don't know how to rank it. That doesn't mean enough to me, except I think in the context of the whole day, I thought it was kind of a cool, felt a little old school rap to me, you know? Maybe that's what it is. Talking trash to other people. I thought the messaging of it was kind of interesting. I thought the production was kind of interesting. Would I pay to see Kendrick Lamar? Probably not. No. I thought it was well done. I thought the stage was pretty cool. Having Serena Williams danced off on the side, I thought was kind of cool too. Yeah. Everything else felt plastic. The whole day felt like I was like living with Tom Brady every moment of the day. That's how plastic and forced the whole day felt. As if Tom Brady is going to lecture me on what it's like to be a Patriot all day. The halftime show didn't. Yeah, there. I know. Don't challenge me in my Kendrick Lamar knowledge. I don't have much. But I will say, I thought it was the one thing during the day that was pretty good. Reality. No doubt about this. The reality is, there was no celebrity left out. How many celebrity roles could Fox create during this entire day? Answer, a celebrity every 30 seconds. How about this, the start of the day? I mean, I'm sure you caught this. The game started, it was about to start with back-to-back box office superstars, leading males with overly, and I do mean underline, overly dramatic speeches. Like, how many of those can we take? I don't know about you. I guess a lot of you. The Gen Xers can take a lot of those dramatic speeches, but oh my gosh. I got Brad Pitt's giving me a lecture. Now, here comes, Tom Selleck is selling a movie. He's going to give me a lecture on what it is to be an American and football and let's hold hands and kumbaya. I felt like the whole afternoon was famous celebrities doing kumbaya. And it was nonstop. The game introduction. Oh my gosh. I mean, who should do it? I don't know. But you know what? John Hamm was squealing.
Hey, Austin, Jeff Ward here, and I never thought I'd be in an accident and need a personal injury attorney. And then sure enough, less than a mile from my house, I was blindsided. I was injured. My world was turned completely upside down. I called DJC Law and their team took care of everything. I got the best result possible. Don't just take my word for it. They have over 1,000 five-star reviews. So if you're injured, call 512-888-9999 and get your justice at teamjustice.com.